Hello everyone. The name Jimmy Carter is well known to all of us. In addition to his tenure in the White House, he is regarded as one of the most well-known former presidents of the United States because of the outstanding humanitarian work he has done since leaving office. However, have you ever pondered the amount of money left by someone such as Jimmy Carter? In reality, what sort of riches does a former president amass, and how does he decide to spend it? You might be surprised by the response. Stay tight to the very end as we delve into the startling specifics of Jimmy Carter's wealth, including how he amassed it and its future trajectory. His financial legacy is so different from that of previous former presidents that you won't believe it. Let's start by quickly reviewing Jimmy Carter's past. Jimmy Carter was born in 1924 in Plains, Georgia, into a very lowly household. Life on the peanut plantation where his family resided was everything but glitzy. Growing up in a rural area and helping out on the farm, Carter was taught the importance of hard work at a young age. His steadfast work ethic throughout his life is one of the reasons he has maintained his humility, while rising to become one of the most powerful individuals in the world. Carter's political career began in 1971 when he was elected governor of Georgia. A few years later, in 1977, he was elected as the 39th President of the United States. Carter was not affluent when he took government, in contrast to many politicians who have substantial personal wealth or come from wealthy families. Compared to most former presidents, he actually had a modest life after leaving office in 1981 and returning to Plains, Georgia. What was Jimmy Carter's salary while president? One fascinating truth about him while president is that he received $200,000 a year. In contrast to the millions of cash that contemporary presidents earn from speeches, book agreements, and commercial endeavors that may sound like a lot, but it's actually very little. The problem is Carter's incapacity to put money first. Serving the public, not making money, was always his top goal. Carter might have easily profited from his notoriety after leaving office. Many former presidents earn large prices for public speaking engagements, invest in profitable commercial endeavors, or write best-selling memoirs. Carter, though, adopted a different strategy. He founded the Carter Center in 1982 and devoted his post-presidential life to humanitarian service, rather than pursuing fortune after leaving office. The Carter Center works to improve human rights, combat disease, and foster peace around the world. Carter dedicated a significant amount of his time, effort, and even personal funds to these causes. Jimmy Carter's simple lifestyle is one of his most notable qualities. Carter and his wife, Rosalind, dwell in the same modest ranch home they constructed in Plains, Georgia, in the 1960s, in contrast to many past presidents who own opulent residences. The house's estimated $200,000 value is less than the price of a luxury car for some wealthy people. Consider for a moment that the houses of many contemporary politicians and celebrities are far more valuable than the home of a previous U.S. president. But how did Carter accumulate his wealth over time? Interestingly, his income was not primarily derived from politics. Instead, it emerged from his peanut plantation and writings. Carter is a prolific author who has authored more than 30 books covering a wide range of topics, including his political career, human rights views, spirituality, and even poetry. His writings have received positive reviews and have significantly increased his wealth. Now let's address the basic question: how much was Jimmy Carter's estate worth? Most recent estimates place Carter's net worth at $10 million. That may seem like a lot to the average individual, but it's actually not that much when compared to other former presidents. For example, it is believed that Barack Obama has a net worth of about $70 million, whereas Bill Clinton has a net worth of about $120 million. As a result, Carter is far poorer than his peers. But this is when the interesting part starts. Carter has made it clear that he does not want to use his money for personal gain. Instead, a significant amount of his wealth will continue to be used for the Carter Center's work in the areas he is most concerned about: health, human rights, and peace. From promoting free and fair elections in countries across the globe to virtually eradicating guinea worm disease, the Carter Center has truly achieved incredible things over the years. Carter's legacy is not about his wealth but rather the good he accomplished with what he had. Carter's dedication to philanthropy is another noteworthy aspect. He has been actively associated with the organization Habitat for Humanity, which assists in the construction of homes for the underprivileged. Carter was spotted hand-building homes until his 90s. Imagine Carter helping others physically, while many people his age would be enjoying retirement. That tells us a lot about his priorities and temperament. What does this all mean for the financial legacy of Jimmy Carter, then? It demonstrates that true riches is about influence rather than money alone. Carter's tale is a powerful reminder that you don't need millions of dollars to make a difference in the world. His greatest ambition has always been to help others, and money cannot buy that legacy. In a society when many well-known people are vying for fame, fortune, and influence, Carter stands out as someone who chose a different path. He decided to dedicate his life to serving others rather than using his position to amass enormous wealth. He is so adored today because of his principles rather than his wealth. Before we wrap up, let's take a moment to consider the lessons we've learned. Jimmy Carter's story may teach us that success can be measured in ways other than wealth. It all comes down to your legacy, the people you impact, and the difference you create. Carter's modest lifestyle, charitable giving, and commitment to bettering the world are what truly set him apart. So, what do you think? Do you think it's shocking how much money Jimmy Carter left behind? Kindly leave a comment with your thoughts. If you were inspired by this story, don't forget to like and share it. People like Jimmy Carter remind us that the ultimate goal of success is to change the world, and we can learn a lot from them. We appreciate your time and look forward to seeing you in the next video. Keep in mind that how you use what you have to improve the world matters more than how much you have.